Oh my god, the way that the contrasting outfits though is crazy. The light and dark, are you kidding me? Come on now. The contrasting outfits is crazy, you guys. Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Dr. Stone. You guys, that is the best sentence I have uttered all day, that I am back with more Dr. Stone. I would say that I've been looking forward to this all day, but I'm pretty sure I've been looking forward to this ever since I shut the camera off after the last episode. So 7 days. We have so much to get into. Because, we got a lot last time. But, obviously you all know what was a highlight for me. So before we get started, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know exactly what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. I'm sending you those big old hugs right through that screen. If you're joining me on the YouTubes, thank you for being here. I'm so glad you tuned in. You know I have to beg for the likes and subs. And no, I don't mean submarines. I do mean actual subscriptions. Thank you so very much for helping me help the algorithm. And if you love early, unedited, full length, unfiltered, reaction content, all the good things, I hope you'll check out the link to my Patreon. It's going to be in the description down below. Thank you in advance for that. All right, guys. Yeah, so I mean, it was a big episode because we had a bunch of new characters introduced. We had a bunch of new, I gotta say, the side people, they feel like they're in a totally different anime than Stanley, Zeno, and the person eating the drumstick. I think it was 2 episodes ago. I think maybe they were in the last episode too, though. We haven't really seen too much from them yet, so I don't really know. I don't even think they said the person's name, but the vibe at least kind of matches. Stanley and Zeno's vibe matches really well. And then you have these other 3. Carlos, I can't remember the other guy's name. Was it Max? And Luna. And I gotta tell you, they're not, I understand they probably just had legit no options whatsoever. You know what I mean? I don't even know how they all got revived. Because we know that Zeno didn't revive them. They just all, I don't know. He knew it was nitric acid, so maybe they happened to be near something. But, it takes more than that. It takes more than just nitric acid. So, they just got lucky. All the things combined, with Senku, you know? He just happened to be in the right place at the right time. I don't know. I genuinely don't know how they all, respawned. But I'm guessing, the 3 of them didn't have a big choice in, who they're gonna align themselves with, you know? It's there's only, 6 people alive, awake, unpetrified, and you just gotta go with it. Even though you can tell, Luna's not down with that, you guys. And yeah, I mean, Luna holds a lot of power here right now because we know that all it's gonna take is, a wink and a nod for Taiju to be taken out, which I absolutely won't stand for, and I will throw the biggest temper tantrum. Frieren wishes she could throw as big a temper tantrum. Which, by the way, you guys are saying, oh yeah, Frieren and a bunch of other voices that this voice actress has done is actually the voice of Nikki. So, Frieren's actually here. But trust me, Frieren got nothing on me if they kill Taiju. Let me tell you right now. The tantrum I will throw. Anyway, so that, we had that. We had that whole, we had ice cream. We had the whole ice cream thing going on. Ice cream just wins everybody over. And then we had, I really should have seen it coming, you guys. Of course I should have seen it coming. That Zeno is actually Senku's mentor. Sorry, there was a Buffy here. So you know what this means. You know we're going to get a flashback. You know we're... And the thing is, if he worked at NASA, there's no... I mean, come on now. You know he knew Byakuya. You know we're going to... I thought we were going to be done with the Byakuya flashbacks. I'm not going to lie. I'm oh, they showed us his destiny and everything. Okay, well, we're done. But, I don't know, you guys. I really hope we get to see Byakuya again. He's even though he's not an actual current character on the show, he's one of my favorite people on this whole show. So yeah, so we have all that. I predict we're going to end up, even if it's not a strict, like, hey, Zeno loves us. He just loves what we're all about. And he's like, the thing is, Y-Man doesn't care. Y-Man could care less what your kingdom of corn is, what your kingdom of science is. Y-Man was trying to take out everything, you guys. Like, the whole radius of the whole Earth, you know? So I think Zeno, if Zeno's like one of the only ones that can build a rocket or could help greatly in building a rocket, we're going to have to make nice with each other, you guys. We're going to have to make nice. There's going to be no making nice if he kills Taiju, though. So we need to put a big old time out of it. Somebody needs to give Zeno the end warning of like, were you thinking to do it? Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop it. Alright guys, I've said enough. I really want to see what happens next because, yeah, I've been dying for it. So without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's jump right into the next episode of Dr. Stone. Let's do this. There it is. I gotta turn it down a little bit. Oh yeah, total missed opportunity to Spy Family Elegant thing. Sorry. It was brought to my attention. You gotta be kidding me. Little baby Senku! You should get your hands on her. What did it say? Well, it doesn't matter because we're not supposed to be building rockets at home. Science mentor. It's crazy he even kind of resembles him, you know? Oh, here we go, you guys. I don't care what's going on. We gotta do it. You ready? Get those hands ready. Are you ready? Warm them up. Let's go. Oh, here it is. You know what's funny is on YouTube I take the music out, so it really just looks like I'm sitting here like an idiot. But I love it. I gotta do it. And there's a new character. Okay, so there's even like, I think one more character we haven't met yet who is next to the other person. This song is so good, you guys. I love it. Oh, couple of really cool, interesting things. You guys are pointing out, because I was saying, like, why not say that Tsukasa was a scientist? Like, theoretically, couldn't he, like, pull it off a little bit better? And you guys are so smart, because you actually mentioned in the comments, Thriller Dance, you actually mentioned in the comments that, Stanley had already spotted Tsukasa when we did that first aerial attack. So I'm like, you guys are so freaking smart. Whoops. Ripped out my earbud. Held up. It's okay, I can still hear the theme. So he was going for somebody that, like, had not really been exposed, which I had not thought of. The two scientists. Oh, wow, big flashback, okay. Oh, and there's a thing that was in the instruction manual. Little Taiju and Little Senku. Oh, God. Whoa. They built like a, oh, whoa. Yeah. I just had this, the dog. Oh, man. I had a feeling it would literally blow up in their faces. Introduction to rocket engineering. Same, friend, same. Oh, he got the dual monitor set up and everything. I was gonna say that the paper was in English. Oh. Because they're written from NASA and... Wow. It's all peer review, right? Oh. What is he sending? Whoa. Why are we, what are we doing? Okay. We're sending, oh, maybe he's asking for help? Aww. Why is the sky blue when space is black? Aww. Oh. Yeah. Oh, he's sad. I thought it said 10. Like how Senku's is like super detailed. Why is the sky blue? How cute. And then you have Senku. Senku could probably work there, even at like 7 years old. My potato PC! They're like, this... Oh... You just haven't met Senku. Oh. Oh, Zeno's gonna write him back. Zeno's gonna be like, nah. Zeno Houston Wingfield, is that his name? Houston's in his name and he works for NASA? That's, I mean, was that just coincidence? Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's it was the reply to the email that we saw. Wow, Dr. Senku. Well, he is a child. Okay. Oh, he took him seriously. Oh my god. Oh, he tied you with the ramen though. Like, Taiju coming in. I'm guessing it's equivalent of like a dollar store, because 100 yen is about $1. Oh! Yeah! How are we buying that, sweet pea? Man, you know, I would ask Byakuya. I bet he could get his hands on some. Yes! Yes! I don't need your hugs. Give me the magic card. Baby, that's not free. It's not free. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe he can. Maybe it's like a company card. I was gonna say credit cards ain't free, baby boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, when the money runs out. He was really like, just give me the cash, old man. Whoa. Whoa. We got some top tier equipment. That's crazy. Well, why not? We got the magical card. Wow. So he really did inspire him. Like, not just inspire, he... Oh. Oh my gosh, look at how just like normal he looks without all the scars and... Project Helium 3. Oh. It didn't explode even after a full minute. We're doing some thrust tests. Oh, he seems so nice. Why? You know he's gonna have like a tragic backstory. You know, he was probably just like a super nice guy, or at least like a pretty like, I don't know. I had a lot of assumptions about him, but I'm ready to throw them all out the window. Because the thing is, I was saying, oh, he wouldn't take Senku seriously and everything, but look at how seriously he was willing to take. You know, I mean, they're all saying it's not really a child, but like just some rando then on the internet. Okay, well, you know, this is why we do tests, you guys. We got a Project Helium 3. What is that? Oh, he got it rejected, whatever it was. So I'm guessing he faced some adversity in his career. From what they're showing us here. What is Project Helium 3? I'm sure they're going to tell us. Because why not pick his brain? And you don't know. You just gotta take some shots in the dark. Science is power. It kind of depends on what you're using them for. Oh, whoa! Now you're sounding a little bit evil. He's like, world domination's not really my thing. So then maybe he was like that. I don't know. He probably has a chip on his shoulder from being rejected and everything. I'm guessing we're gonna have to use Project Helium 3, whatever it is. We're gonna team up and we're gonna do it together to get to the moon. I'm putting it out there now. Oh, they're both looking at the same sky, but just with very different intentions. It would seem that he really was craving power, maybe even then, you know. But back then, he had a lot of people in his way, and now he doesn't. Now he does not. Huh? Oh boy. Yeah, people will always get that curiosity about them. Senku, Chrome, etc. Yeah. He's like, my son is that green. Oh boy. I see the roots of this were pretty early on. Like he's good in some ways, but he... Whoa. He's like, you know what? You got to have that knowledge no matter what. You don't want to be in the dark about anything, even though he's... I don't understand any of it, but, you know, I'll take their word for it. Whoa! What? I'm sorry, what? Well, we're just a quick trip to Africa, no big deal. Just to get some science info from Africa. Wow. Oh my god, he did go to the US before? I mean, he never said he hadn't been to the US, did he? He really is coming just to get the credit card renewed. Oh, man. This goes... Well, I mean, I knew they exchanged emails, but it goes even further. Oh my god, the way that the contrasting outfits, though, is crazy. The light and dark, are you kidding me? Come on now. The contrasting outfits is crazy, you guys. Wow. They really are like two sides of the same coin. Byakuya! My baby! Oh my god, so they never actually, like, meet? That's crazy. But he would have known his name was Senku because Byakuya came up yelling. You know, Byakuya's really got that taiju energy. He really does. Like, he's smart, but he's got the taiju energy. So they're aware of one another. Oh my god, you guys. Oh, wow. I can see how I was kind of right and kind of wrong about Zeno. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, the night before petrification. Okay. Senku was already looking into it. Was Zeno looking into it? Swallow populations, a big equation. Oh, now he's got, okay, the monitors have, he's got even more going on with screens. So then, okay, other people were where? Aww. Does he know it was Senku? Did Senku like email it to him or did... Yeah, okay. I thought maybe he just posted it somewhere online. I guess he sent it to him. Aw, poor birdies. The weird thing is though that they probably explained this before. Animals aren't affected in... So that must have been on purpose then. Oh. Oh. That's how we knew about, okay. So then they really all just respawned, I'm guessing. The 6 of them. Was the... Yeah, you know, it's weird because if Y-Man's on the moon... Maybe Y-Man has something to do with NASA. Okay. There we go. And this brings us up to... You know, we hadn't talked about him and Yuzu in a while. I wish they'd just get together. I mean, they basically are, but not. That's how I do. Oh, so I'm guessing they're gonna show us like what else is going on during this. Yeah. Hit out. Well, okay, so he never, but Zeno never figured it out because he needs that from. But it's interesting that other people were aware of it. Oh, wow, and there's Stanley. Wow, he is awful hot, you guys. He is awful hot. Okay. Oh, okay, that's where this person comes from. A fellow soldier. Oh, how interesting. So he knew about the nitric acid. That's how he knew, because they had been looking into it. Interesting. So the brain is still active, in other words. Yeah. Not Senku's though. He kept counting. Oh? Oh, so they were, okay, so they were all in the same place, okay. Did they have something to do with, did they just happen to be, oh. Yeah, right, because it would have been nighttime in America, it was daytime in Japan. Did they have something to do with that, or did they just happen to be outside eating as well? I don't think they had anything to do with the military. But that would explain why they were all in the same place when they how did they respawn? Oh my god. Oh! Oh. Oh! Why? You know, I thought you were just gonna put it on your finger. Okay. Well, it'll come out eventually then, I guess. Yikes. So then they were all just... Wow. How did any of them... What? Oh my lord. Honey, you know, your priorities right now. Okay. So because they stayed awake, oh my lord, Luna, honey. So they all just forced themselves to stay awake. Oh. Wow. What a total boss though. I'm sorry. Like, oh, I'm gonna hate him if he kills Taiju, but man. He is something, you guys. He is something. So they just all happen to be like literally in the same location. That's why they're all together now. And because, well, but then there were some other ones awake too. Oh no! Oh, he's getting away. Okay, well, hopefully you didn't go too far. They were in a national park. Okay, interesting. So, wow. And so... He was just... So that's why if you stay awake, he was planning that whole time. So did all of them just keep themselves awake for thousands of years? Yeah. Wow, so he knew that eventually they're gonna be okay. It's crazy to think that, like, the one other person who was kind of doing a similar thing was Zeno on different sides of the world. So they just both happened to get dripped on and they were awakes. Man, you guys. Oh man. It went deep. That connection went even deeper than I would have guessed. You know, it's weird because Zeno, on the one hand, you could see how, like, scientist to scientist, there was a lot of respect there. And he does have a great appreciation for science, you know? I was saying before that I think that he just kind of doesn't see science in the same way as Senku. And in a way I was right, because I think he sees it as a means to power. But I do think he upholds it in a similar way to Senku. Like, he and Senku are like, that's are we sure he's not like Senku's real dad or something? That'd be crazy. I mean, I don't mean to say real dad, because we know Byakuya is the realest dad anyone could have. I don't care what your blood says. Byakuya is the dad. He is the dad. But you know what I mean? Like, bio dad, I guess is what I should have said. That's crazy. So, you know, that does go a lot further in, like, helping me with my understanding of how they all just kind of... So they happen to be in areas that had the nitric acid. Oh, here we go, you guys. Here we go. Lock on. All right. And you know what's coming now, guys. Were you thinking of emailing NASA? Were you thinking of trying to build some kind of experimental prototype rocket, you guys? What were you thinking? Really, be honest. Because you know what they're saying? They're saying very politely, don't do it. Just don't do it. All right, guys. Well, that explains pretty much like all my questions. Like, how did he even revive? And so they just happen to be in areas where the nitric acid, God, would do that. And they both stayed awake. And it's very interesting to me that they got all that info from Senku, which is hilarious when you think about it. These like top researchers of their fields, and Senku is the one who tipped them off about the birds and everything. I will say though, it is interesting to think that there was a whole team aware of this, actively working on it, and Zeno just happened to be one of those individuals. And then the other three, talk about wrong place, wrong time. Oh man. And they're just a lot, you guys. They're just a lot. Like, they're just in here. I feel like they're just on a totally different show. They just got beamed in here with their nonsense. Like, we have nonsense in Ishigami Village, don't get me wrong. Like Ginro is Exhibit A. But like, they are nonsense. They are just total with their nonsense. But it's kind of funny that like her last thought was like, wait, I'm supposed to get with some really rich dude. It's like, baby girl. Priorities. Well, I mean, she did. She had priorities. They were there. I don't know about them, but they were there. Wow. So yeah, so that explains a lot. I actually love the mentorship. I love that he really, it's so interesting because he keeps on saying in present day, like, oh, it's just a bunch of kids. Oh, a bunch of kids couldn't, but like the respect he gave Senku was actually a really big deal as a kid. And he knew he was a kid. Like at first I was like, oh, a lot of them are saying he's not even a kid. But like he confirmed multiple times that this was a high school kid. He saw him in person. Byakuya said it was his kid. Blah, blah, blah. So, like, it's interesting to hear him in present day be, like, kind of looking down a little bit when he actually was the one who fueled so much of Senku's science journey. That's pretty interesting. And took him seriously and spoke to him like a peer, like a respected peer. Wow, Senku in the credit card. And I love that he really only did come just to get the credit card renewed. Oh my god. But man, oh, Byakuya, mwah. We're so blessed. We're so blessed that we got another Byakuya flashback. No, he wasn't the star of this flashback, but he's always a star, so, you know. So, actually, it's funny, Zeno and Byakuya look a lot alike, too. Especially in the flashback where you have Zeno looking a little bit more like, he looks a little bit less evil. It's before he gets all his, well, I mean, he's still looking a little bit evil, but, like, his face doesn't look quite as evil. But yeah, they really are like two sides of the same coin. That is crazy. That is crazy to think about. That, you know, they have the same foundation, the same respect, the same pursuit, the same curiosity, the same, like, only Senku is just like, I will take any knowledge I can, but like, I'm not in it for the power. Like, that's not my thing. Like, sure, yeah, I'll learn about, which I mean is totally, totally smart. Because if you're in science, and there are others in science with that idea, you want to know all you can. You want to be aware. You want to be aware of what anything could be. So it's interesting when we had that, like, seasons back, when we had the whole showdown with Tsukasa. It's just so interesting to think that, like, Senku was aware firsthand that there were very well-respected scientists who did feel that, like, science is actually a pretty good way to, like, rule over others. No one knew that better than Senku himself. But yet he chooses to push forward with, you know, restoring everything that was. So, guys, that was just... I wish that episode had been like twice as long. I just like, the worst part of Dr. Stone is watching the episode come to an end. By far, my least favorite part. Except that I know we're going to get to the don't try this at home. And the ending theme is really good as well, but... Oh man, that was so good. I love the, you know, I am a goblin for these flashbacks. You know this. And that was a really, really good one. Just kind of showing Zeno and showing how, like, yeah, you know, he had this side of him that could be decent in terms of, like, talking shop. But he, especially I would imagine after getting some rejection, he was kind of thinking, if there was nobody in my way, man, I would, like, bring this world to its knees. What is Project Helium 3? I'm sure we'll find out. I'm going on the record right now, okay? Because I'll always watch and I'll always be like, oh man, did I say that? Because it sounds so smart if I'd said that. I'm going on the record. Project Helium 3 is an experimental rocket project that we are going to have to team up to make to get to the moon. I'm throwing it out there now. Another couple interesting things I noticed here, and I don't know, why do I feel like maybe we talked about this before and I'm forgetting? Somebody can remind me if we talked about this before and I'm forgetting. But it's interesting that we should have the birds, plural, be the ones that were, I mean, obviously you have to have a test subject, but like how intentional did you have to be to test that on the birds and have it work, because you did it to the whole world and nature was fine. So, for the longest time, I was like, oh, it just doesn't work on animals. Did we talk about, I feel like maybe we talked about this at some point. You guys can refresh my memory. Because, like, since I saw that first season and everything, it has been a little while, so I'm sure there's some details that I'm forgetting. But, like, what did you have to do to get that to work on birds, to, like, test it? You know, I guess if you point the beam directly at anything, you know, now that we know a little bit more about how the beam works. The more I see, the more I'm like, the Y-Man's gotta be with NASA. He's gotta be with something. But probably NASA, because look at all this stuff, kind of everything. Almost every aspect of this show has at some point been touched by this one aspect. You know what I'm saying? And this person's on the moon, and this person had all, like, they've got to be somebody with the space program, right? They're on the moon. They clearly know a lot about space and how to get there. Like, it's got to be somebody with NASA or with one of the space programs. I don't know. But, like, I feel like we're just spending way too much time on NASA for it to be, I don't know. But I'm putting that out there right now. I'll put that out there. Yeah. All right. Well, so now we know, because I kept saying, like, I don't know why like Luna and all of them are all, you know, grouped well. It was literally just proximity. They all stayed awake. They all got dripped on. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, Stanley, though. So then why aren't all the other ones awake? I guess at some point they just faded out. Because it was, like, the blonde dude. There was a couple of people who were, like, trying to stay awake. I guess I couldn't make it. It was crazy to think that Zeno and Senku were, like, both forcing themselves to stay awake during that. Crazy. All right. I think that's all. I'm pretty sure. I want to jump into the next one, so I have to wrap this up. But, wow, guys. This show's just so freaking good. I literally could just sit here and watch it all night. It's so, like, I lose myself in it, you guys. It is so peak. And that's not a word I use lightly. That's reserved. All right. Great episode. I can't wait to see what happens next now that we really are all on the same page. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time for what I'm sure is going to just be more shenanigans and plot twists and God knows what else. And we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.